Jack, we're going nowhere. Admit it, we're lost.
No, we're not.
Then tell me where we are on this.
Somewhere around here.
You just waved at the entire map.
Yeah, all right, we're lost. But only slightly.
Oh, good. Then maybe we'll only be slightly dead when the search party finds us.
We'll be fine. Just follow me.
Jack! Are you okay?
No. I think my ankle's twisted.
Oh, no, it's not broken, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Can't believe we've got ourselves into this.
We didn't. Sam did, remember?
I hate to say it, but Jack's right. It's my fault those guys are in trouble. But to tell you the truth, we're desperate. It's Family Feud time here, and I'm not talking about the old TV game show. This is war, and the enemy is battering down the walls. And the enemy, of course, is none other than dear Uncle Herman. 2 days ago, he arrived out of the blue and dropped a bombshell.
Right, my sweet. Let's go and give Philip the good news. Thank you for coming. How delightful to see you all.
Enough of the pleasantries, Herman. What's going on?
Patience, Philip. Kiki, will you do the honors?
Honors?
The chart.
Oh yes. My dears, stand by to be amazed.
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Oh,
Correct. The von Hasenburg family tree, to be precise.
We already have a family tree.
Yes, but I think you'll find this is the first accurate one.
Says who?
Says the eminent firm of genealogists I employed to research our family history.
Throwing money away as usual.
They have concluded that the true head of the von Hasenburg family, and therefore the rightful owner of this castle, is me.
What?
What nonsense are you talking, Herman?
It's obvious that Daddy is the owner of the castle. He inherited it from his father.
Yes, but what if Daddy's father never legally owned it in the first place?
That's ridiculous and offensive.
Is it? Well, let's go back a few decades, shall we?
Herman took us through the family history, step by step. About 100 years ago, the castle was owned by Gustav von Hasenburg, but he mysteriously disappeared. Philip's great-great-grandfather took over, because he was next in line. But the research showed that Herman's great-great-grandfather was actually Gustav's direct descendant, which meant that Philip's side of the family, and now Philip himself, held the castle under false pretenses. Confused? Well, so was I. But this much was clear. Herman was in, and Philip and Lili were out.
I don't believe a word of it.
Neither do I, Daddy. He's making it all up.
I can assure you the proof is rock solid.
What do you think, Marcus?
I hate to say it, but it all sounds correct.
I'm a reasonable man, Philip, so I'm offering you a choice.
What choice?
You can either pack up and leave voluntarily, or I get a court order to evict you.
You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. And I will. You have 48 hours to decide, Philip.
I'm not going to take this lying down, Herman.
Of course not. It takes brains to know when you're beaten.
I'm going to have all the facts checked and double-checked.
Do your worst. But in 2 days, I'll be the owner of the castle, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
why not be a sweetie and just pack your bags, huh?
It'll be so much easier for you if you do.
How can we be sure this thing is accurate?
Herman seemed pretty certain.
There has to be a hole in it somewhere, and we've got 2 days to find it.
I'll check the family records in the library, see what I can dig up. Maybe I'm being a bit thick,
Oh, it's not like you, Ben.
but I don't see where we fit in here.
You?
Sam and I. Why aren't our names on this?
No offense, but you're such distant relatives, you're probably off the chart.
But isn't our dad's grandfather a von Hasenburg cousin or something?
Very distant cousin, so Mum said.
What about this Gustav guy? How did he just vanish? Did he get abducted by aliens?
It's a family mystery. We hardly know anything about him at all.
I could see this was something that Ben wasn't going to let rest. He's always had this thing about puzzles, any kind of puzzle, ever since he was a little kid. And he really hated it when there was a missing piece. He just had to find it. Which, of course, was an invitation I couldn't refuse. Anyway, to Ben, Gustav was like the missing piece in a puzzle.
Werner, Otto, Hagen. Excuse me, Baron?
I'm a bit busy now, Ben.
Sorry, I just wondered why there's no picture of Gustav.
Gustav? Oh, my father took it down years ago. It's probably in a storeroom somewhere.
Why did he take it down?
Gustav was a black sheep. He ran away from family responsibilities. My father thought he didn't deserve to be here. My father was like that.
There's nothing here either.
We haven't looked in here yet.
This is our fourth storeroom and there's still no sign of Gustav's painting. I'm about ready to give up, but Ben just won't let it go.
Bingo.
He found it.
Found someone. Don't know who yet. Gustav von Hassenberg.
Ah, the man himself.
Not a particularly handsome dude, was he?
So now you've found him, what's next?
I don't know. You know, I was hoping it would tell us something. A clue, maybe?
Well, if it does, I can't see it. I thought about Gustav's picture till my brain couldn't take it anymore. Then, the moment I switched off, that's when I suddenly got it. Of course! Ben, wake up.
Oh, what?
You were right. There is a clue in Gustav's picture.
What clue?
Look closely, okay?
2 eyes, 1 mouth, 1 nose. He hasn't changed since I saw him earlier.
Look at his hand.
That hasn't changed either. 4 fingers and a thumb.
Look what's on his finger.
Duh, a ring. Do I get a prize now?
Don't you recognize it? Mum's got one exactly the same.
You sure? I don't remember seeing that.
She hardly ever wears it, but I'm positive it's identical.
Hi, guys. Hey, Sam. We've been waiting for you.
That's great, Luce, but something's happened. It's really serious.
Like, how serious?
Like, I really need a favor serious.
No problem, we'll get right onto it after rehearsals.
Sorry, guys, it's urgent. I need you to do it yesterday.
You're like a burglar. What if one of the neighbors sees us and calls the cops?
Sam asked us to do this, and this is her house.
Yeah.
Got it.
I still don't like poking about people's houses when they're not home. I feel unclean.
When we finish, you can go and have a bath. Now, come on. There's a cabinet. Sam said it was in one of these drawers.
Oh, good, now I really feel like a burglar.
Put a sock in it, Jack. Aha.
Oh, good, can we go now?
No. Hold it up so I can take a photo.
Normally, Lily has something to say about everything. So when she goes quiet, you know things are bad. And right now, she was very quiet. Did Marcus come up with anything?
We're not beaten yet. I have the brightest lawyer in Hamburg. He'll find a way to deal with this nonsense. Right, Lily?
Go get him, Baroness. You're still a von Hassenberg, remember?
Whatever that's worth.
Yes.
You're right. Seems identical.
It's the same ring. It has to be.
How can you be so sure?
Use your eyes. How many rings like that could there be in the world?
Okay, let's say it is the same ring. How did it get from Gustav to your mother?
Your dad gave it to me soon after we were married. That's your real dad, of course, not Brian.
Did he say where it came from?
Oh, yes. His father gave it to him. And he got it from his father, your great-grandfather.
Were any of these guys called Gustav?
Sorry, that I don't know. But he was a Hazelton, like you two, not a von Hasenberg. Does that any help?
Maybe. Thanks, Mum. We better go now. Miss you.
Miss you guys too. Bye.
Bye, Mum.
What do you think?
So, let's say your mother's ring is Gustav's. So what?
So, how did our great-grandfather get it and why?
Maybe Gustav owed him a debt or something.
But that would mean Gustav went to Australia.
Any way we could find that out?
if he did, he'd be on the official record somewhere.
There's no way we can find that out from here.
We can't, but our friends can.
Wait, you want us to go where?
The records office in the city?
But that's an hour-long bus ride, and we're supposed to be rehearsing tomorrow.
Yeah, the finals are in 2 weeks, remember?
Guys, if we don't sort this out, everyone here will be out on the street, which means we can forget about the final anyway. I'm really sorry, but I honestly wouldn't ask you to do this if it wasn't important.
Would number 236 come to the counter?
We're number 236.
I guessed. I've checked the files. There's no record of any von Hasenberg living in Australia at that time.
Wait. Are you sure?
Oh, hang on. Let me think. I'm a senior clerk who's worked here for 30 years, specialising in checking records. I'm sure.
Right.
Thanks for trying anyway, Luce. Bye.
So, if there are no von Hasenbergs in Australia...
Then the ring must just be some weird coincidence.
Wait, what if Gustav did go to Australia but changed his name after he arrived? Lots of migrants do that.
Do they?
They do. You could be onto something, Sophie.
He was Hasenberg, you're Hazelton. They're not that far apart.
They're not. That's brilliant.
Guys, excuse me, but why would the man do that?
He was the black sheep, remember? He wanted to get away from his family.
And you can't get further away from your family than by changing your name.
Hi, Sam. What?
This had better not be what I think it is. This is getting out of hand. This is close to human rights abuse. You tell Sam I'm complaining to my Member of Parliament.
You're in luck. There's 6 Hazeltons. Which one do you want?
Any of them called Gustav?
No.
No Gustav, Sam. Can you check if any of them changed their names?
To do that, I have to pull out a completely different register.
So, can you do that, please?
Don't you have homes to go to?
Yep. And we'll be heading there as soon as you get us that information.
In that case, I'll be as quick as I can.
We found him.
Well, Jack and Lucy did.
You mean Gustav?
Yes, he migrated to Australia. He bought a farm near a little town called Courage and changed his name to Angus Hazelton.
So this Angus Hazelton is...
Our great-great-grandfather.
This is huge. It changes everything.
We know.
Ah, but there's still a problem.
Which is?
How do you know this Gustav von Hasenberg in Australia is the same one who left here?
The ring, of course.
That's not enough. That's all we've got.
No, we have the portrait.
Yes. So if we could find a photograph in Australia to line up with the portrait...
But how do we do that? We don't even know if one exists.
I guess this is when I find out how much further I can stretch an already very stretched friendship.
Thought there was meant to be a town here. Can't even see a sheep.
Well, in that case, his farmhouse should be easy to find.
You sure you can read that?
Lucy, I know how to read a map. It's Geography 1. Okay, this way. Oh, wait, this way.
Did you actually pass Geography 1?
Now is not the time for technicalities.
How far still to go?
Well, according to this, I'm not even halfway.
You're kidding. You sure we're going the right way?
There's a track. It looks like it's heading the right way.
Is it on the map?
No, but see how the main road doubles back on itself? If we cut straight across, we should save, I don't know, like an hour?
Jack, if it's not on the map...
It's 200 meters, that's all. Trust me.
Okay.
Really? Okay, see you when you get back. Bye, Lily. Bad news. The Baron's lawyer says they've got no chance. Herman's case is rock solid.
Did you tell her about the ring and Gustav?
No way!
Why not? It's just the breakthrough they've been looking for.
Because we're not sure. It'd be terrible to give them hope and then not be able to deliver on it.
Let's hope we can then.
So I think it goes this way.
What does? I can't see anything.
The track.
Jack, we're going nowhere. Admit it, we're lost.
No, we're not.
Then tell me where we are on this.
Somewhere around here.
You just waved at the entire map.
All right, we're lost.
Anyway, you know what happened next.
Can't believe we've got ourselves into this.
We didn't.
And it's about now that my name became mud. Somehow, though, they still struggled on. Jack putting up with his twisted ankle and Lucy putting up with Jack.
There's a log there.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Ow. Ow, ow, ease up a bit. It hurts and we go so fast.
If we go any slower, the ants will overtake us.
Ooh, okay, where's the map?
Not that it's been much help so far.
See, I knew we were going the right way. That is the boundary to Angus's farm.
How can you be sure?
It's the only farm out here for miles. It has to be. Let's check it out.
Jack!
Yeah.
Your ankle?
Oh, yeah, it's feeling much better now.
You are such a fake.
I don't get it. Angus's house should be right here.
Well, it isn't, unless he built it underground.
Maybe this guy knows something.
Hi.
Hey.
Any reason why you're on my land?
Oh, sorry, we got a bit lost.
Yeah, we're from the city.
I already figured that out.
Okay, good.
We're looking for Angus Hazelton's house. Do you know where it is?
Hazelton? I haven't heard that name for a while.
Yeah, a friend in Germany asked us to check it out. She's tracing her family history.
Oh, 40 years since the house was here. Dad knocked it down when he bought Hazelton's farm.
So there's nothing left?
Sorry, guys.
No old documents or a photo, maybe?
Dad kept a couple of boxes of stuff. He was a bit of a history buff. He reckon he was going to go through it one day.
Any chance you still have them?
There you go. All yours. How many years you got?
If we could find something illegal done by Herman's father, that might do the trick.
What sort of illegal?
Anything. Not paying his taxes, cheating a charity, anything that might discredit him and prove he wasn't fit to own the castle.
Maybe you should ask Herman himself. Not that I think he'll tell us.
Time's up, Philip. I need your decision.
Time is not up at all. We've still got how long, Marcus?
43 minutes.
All right, if you must hang on to the bitter end. But you were only delaying the inevitable, you know.
This is still our castle, cousin. And while it's our castle, we do as we wish.
Darling, I can't bear all this legal chat. I'll be at the tanning studio. Call me when it's finished.
Lucy.
I see Herman's back. We're out of time.
I just got an email from Lucy.
Same?
The good news is we found a heap of documents relating to Angus. The bad news is we searched through them for hours and only found one photo of him. And it's not great quality either. Sorry.
Anyway, hope it's some help.
So where is it?
Still downloading. Fingers crossed.
And my lawyers need your birth certificate and your father's birth
This is
certificate.
all pointless. You're just stalling for time, Philip.
These are valid legal issues, Herman.
With which I can't be bothered.
This is an eviction notice. You must vacate the castle immediately. Hold everything.
Sorry, but we have some news.
More stalling tactics, Philip?
Not that I know of.
What's going on, Sam?
We've been doing some research.
And we found the missing piece of the puzzle.
Missing piece? What missing piece?
Gustav von Hasenberg. We know what happened to him.
You do?
He immigrated to Australia and changed his name to Angus Hazelton.
That's absurd. Where's your proof?
Show them, Sam.
First, we have these records of a name change. And we also have this, a photo of him in Australia.
Check it out against his portrait.
It's him.
How extraordinary. So? What does it matter? He can't inherit the castle, he's long dead.
True, but Angus Hazelton happens to be our great-great-grandfather, Sam and me.
Which means we are his closest living descendants. So if the castle rightfully belongs to anyone, it belongs to us. If a nuclear bomb had gone off right then, I doubt it would have got a bigger reaction.
This is rubbish. It's not possible. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. Count on it.
Since you're twins, would that mean you both inherit the castle?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Marcus?
Well, you both get titles. I know that much.
But the property always goes to the eldest. That's the rule.
Well, one of us was born a minute before the other.
Daddy, it's time.
I'm not quite sure how to do this. It feels very odd.
It would feel a lot odder if Herman had won.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like to propose a toast to the new owner of the castle, Baron Benjamin von Hasenburg.
To Baron Benjamin! Ben?
Thanks, everyone. Well, first I'd better thank Baron Phillip and Lili, and old Gustav, of course, without whom I wouldn't be here. Literally.
Everyone tried hard to act as though things were still normal, but everyone also knew we'd just become part of this crazy dream where suddenly Ben and I were aristocrats. And even though we did our best to put on a jolly face, one great big question loomed over everything.
And so I guess I just have one last thing to say. What happens now?